welcome back to the Community Game Plan, where we sit down with the people, the organizations building stronger communities. I'm Eric Holman, joined by my partner in good ideas, Jim Smerdon.
Oh dear Lord, what?
I know you got that one.
Wow.
That one.
How did I get pulled into a good idea? I like that. Thank you, Eric. That's the kindest thing somebody said to me this year. Wow, good ideas.
So today's podcast, a little bit different, because when we first originally set up to record this and do our interview, you unfortunately had a home emergency and had to run to school to pick up your
My
dog.
daughter, yeah.
Hope she's okay.
She's fine. She's actually still got a bit of a black eye left, but I've never seen a kid rock a black eye with more pride, so happy about that. No, it was a scary moment. Had to go.
Yeah.
First actual dad injury.
Well, too many more.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Let's hope.
That's how they grow.
Let's hope.
So today's show, so I did an interview with the, thanks to our one of our bearded producers, Colin. He jumped in and today he actually helped me out with, well, actually we were introduced by Jackie Lockie, who's a branch manager at CUA.
Mm-hmm.
She's, we've been collaborating with her and her team, and she's been introducing us to a few new people, which is how this interview came about. So today, I was fortunate enough to sit down with Colin, and we were able to interview Veith House.
Yeah.
Which was, I never knew.
I actually love how much is actually going on in this province for people.
Yeah.
That I have no idea about. Like, I wish I knew. Again, I just wish I knew, because there is a lot of stuff out there for people. There are a lot of different organizations. Like, yeah, Nova Scotia is, as much as it
There's
is.
so many hidden gems
Right?
in this small province.
It is.
It's amazing.
The people are they literally are what all the that hype is about Nova Scotia people. And being someone who lived here, I was just like, originally I was just like, nah, we're all right. But when you look into look behind every rock, look behind the next corner, there's always somebody else who's giving to something.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, our last podcast too, it was another hidden gem in our community that we weren't aware of, but it's something that was very needed. So in our interview, Colin and I spoke with Jamie Matthews, who's the executive director of Veith House, and he talked about their community hub. And I know you and I've talked about this, and that was your first question after you listened.
What is a community hub?
It's a community hub.
Yeah, it was.
Maybe we'll go in a little bit more deeper into that after we listen to the interview. But
yeah,
I thought it was really interesting, and it just the more research I started doing on Veith House, and it's like above and beyond their website, it's like they're helping everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
From newcomers to the LGBTQ community to everyday people on the street.
Yeah.
It's amazing, absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's like you said, we'll go into it later, but it's exactly why I was lost on what is a community hub, because it is so much to narrow it down. Luckily later we'll find out I did.
Yeah.
But even in the interview, like I said, I listened to it 3 times. I listened to it because I wasn't here for it. So as soon as I had the chance to, as soon as that was thrown in the file, I'm listening to it. And then I got in my car and I'm like, okay, I'm missing something here. This must be on me. So I jump on and I listened again because, I don't want to come on here, have this conversation, try to introduce all of our adoring fans to something I'm not sure about. Which, they already have me. But so I listened to it again. And then the third time I got into it is because now I wasn't just trying to scan. I wanted to hear it all word for word. Yeah. And actually hearing what they do. And then again, the fact that you guys touched 3 of how many dozen of things that they have to offer. So
yeah, I'm looking at their website right now. I mean, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 programs that, and I think they have. You go into each of those. There's within a program.
Exactly. That's a barely scratched surface on that first one. Yeah. I feel like we need to do a special on these people, because when you're talking community, as somebody who's in the Rotary, somebody who buries himself into trying to find community things to do.
Yeah.
To find out that somebody is like, they're playing chess and I'm eating the checkers. Like, anyway.
So up next, we'll let you have a listen to my interview with the help of Colin, my wonderful bearded producer who jumped in to help me that day. So we talked to Jackie Lockie and a little bit about what CUA was doing with the Veith House, and then we went over into the Veith House. So a little more background on the Veith House. The Veith House was incorporated in 1974. It has been a community hub back to the 1970s. Prior to that, it was a orphanage. So it was Halifax Protestant Orphanage until 1969. But then social services changed, and in the 1970s, that's when Veith House was born. So, I mean, I've been in this community since the early 90s, 1990s, and I never knew about this.
Yeah.
I'm blown away. So up next, I'll have a listen, and then Jim and I will be back. Okay, so welcome back to the Community Game Plan, where we sit down with people, organizations, building strong communities. I'm Eric Holman, and today I'm actually joined by my producer, Colin Alexandra. Unfortunately, Jim is to step out for this interview, but he will be joining us again later.
He'll be back.
He'll be back. So today we're going to start out. We have two wonderful guests today. We're going to start out with Jackie Lockie, of CUA. Jackie has been a huge part of supporting the Halifax North End and introduced us to one of the community's real gems that I'm learning about now, and that's, I know I'm going to mispronounce this once again, Veith House.
You got it.
Oh! So welcome, Jackie. So can you tell our listeners a little bit about how CUA is supporting the North End and how you got connected with Veith House?
So Veith House is a local nonprofit here in close to Lady Hammond Road Branch. So I've had the pleasure of working with some of the staff at Veith House, and I really didn't know what they were all about. We often we collect money for our food bank. And usually I give that to Monica, to one of Jamie's team members, and say, hey, I know that you guys are really struggling, especially after Christmas. So maybe fill up your pantry with these funds. So gave her a check a couple weeks ago. And then we really got into talking about how they support our community and how they are able to support people who are struggling, which right now, let's face it, there's more people struggling than not. Unfortunately. So, there's a gentleman that is outside the Tim Hortons that I talk to on a regular basis, really, really struggling. So we kind of started talking about how they support our community members. And obviously with CUA, it's such a big part of what we do. And kind of wanted to tie it into our community grant program that we have. So our community grant program, this was introduced in 2015, and I'm incredibly proud. Colin was just asking me about my background, and certainly coming from a big bank, it was obviously there was so much community involvement, but you didn't see the impact of your community involvement. But at CUA, you can really, really feel the impact because everything is local. So we have 8 branches here in Halifax. Our corporate office is here. Our CEO will be visiting the branch on Tuesday. She does quarterly visits. So it's such a great community feel. And it's really interesting because people are now coming to us and saying more and more than I've seen in the past few years, I want to really deal with somebody who is socially conscious, who is involved in the community, who helps support our members and our local area. So really happy to be part of that and be able to kind of showcase that. We have a community grant program that we start taking applications for in January. Mm-hmm. And we have so far given out $650,000 since it started. That's amazing. 2015. So we've made commitments to a number of different organizations this year as well. And our members and our member advisory council and our staff gets to vote on who receives these grants. And honestly, when I thought about this grant program, I immediately thought of Veith House. And that's how we kind of connected, because when people are struggling, which, based on the economy, the homelessness, the rising costs, excuse me, Halifax. Yeah, people can't even give. They can't give to support people in need. So knowing that there's a place to go, such as Veith House, really close by, and I am going to come down and check it out and hopefully volunteer with you guys. So.
Yeah, that's amazing. So, of course, we're also thrilled to be joined by Jamie Matthews, who's the executive director of Veith House. Jamie, welcome. Can you tell us a bit about yourself and how you first got involved with Veith House?
Yeah, certainly. Thanks for having us on today, and thank you to Jackie for setting the stage there for us. So yes, my name is Jamie Matthews, and I'm the executive director here at Veith House. And as Jackie mentioned, we are a local nonprofit and registered charity within Halifax, and our role is to act as the community hub for all residents within the North End. But we have people coming to us from Dartmouth, Cole Harbour, Bedford, Sackville. So there are still a lot of communities outside of the North End that are still very under-resourced. So we are happy to be that community hub for not only the North End, but for everybody across HRM who is in need of our programs and services. So a little bit about me. I started in the nonprofit sector about 15 years ago, and I've worked with nonprofits across the Maritimes. And so what attracted me to join Veith House is that they share my views in supporting the communities, particularly with vulnerable people, and prioritizing diversity, equity, and inclusion. I feel very strongly in providing barrier-free access and person-centered approaches to supporting the community. So Veith House was just a no-brainer for me when I joined the organization back in January.
It's definitely been, I wasn't aware of you guys' prior to this, and the research I was doing. It's amazing what you guys offer in the programs, and like you talked about the inclusion that you're trying to help within the community is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, so I can tell you a little bit more about each of the programs that we offer here at Veith House, if you're interested.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the one program I actually did want to talk to you about, because I love it, but your urban farm. I love working in the yard. I love gardening. I have gardens myself as long as I can remember. It's something that's really interesting. I found when I was researching, and then you also have other programs connected to that. So how would you dive into those?
Yeah, so the Urban Farm is kind of that central program and service. It really ties a lot of things together. So we do have an on-site greenhouse that produces over 300 pounds of local produce into the community. And we also have a family of egg-laying chickens too, down in the North End of Halifax. So yeah, they distribute, or actually produce, 1,500 fresh eggs right in our own backyard each year. That we can incorporate into our breakfast program. And we can also make accessible through our free pantry and fridge right out in front of the building.
Awesome.
So
cool.
My gosh, Jamie, there are restaurants in this province.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Jamie. I didn't mean to interrupt, but my gosh, man, there are restaurants in this province that don't offer that kind of service.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
we don't mess around here at Veith House. We are
No.
very busy, and we're always prioritizing getting as much food out into the community as we possibly can in any number of innovative ways. So, but yeah, the urban garden is arguably our busiest because not only is it a producer of food, but we get to use it for education opportunities to encourage food literacy. We get to host our socialization programs outside so community members can actually get down in the dirt and
That's the best
learn
part.
more about how their food is produced right up until it goes on their plate. So the garden is pretty cool.
It's probably quite popular with your students for during the after school hours and stuff like that, I bet.
Yeah, we have it's a bit of a local tourist draw too. We have lots of neighborhood kids who just come down and want to play with the chickens out in the
chase the chickens.
Sign me up.
I was going to say the same thing, Jackie. That's exactly where you would find me.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's good. It keeps the kids active too, right? Which is the best part, instead of sitting in front of video games all the time.
Get to see what's out there and what people are struggling with. So that's really important for young people to recognize.
And also, I just want to swing back on the point that Jamie had just made as well. It's that education piece, learning where your food is coming from, how it's handled, how it's grown, how it's cared for, right from farm to table. Yeah, it's like that is, in my opinion, absolutely invaluable knowledge.
Yeah, it is. No, it's amazing.
And that's one thing that we like to pride ourselves on, is that we like to expose community members to other types of food that a lot of family members today don't know much outside the grocery store. So to have that hands-on experience in the greenhouse and in the garden, and to actually pick some fresh herbs right out of the ground. It's not something that a lot of families deal with on a daily basis like they used to. So it's great to bring that back to the community so people can start engaging with food again. And start learning about the healthy benefits that you don't sometimes find in those major grocery store food items or processed items. So it's a great opportunity for everybody.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
No, that's amazing. So also tied in, like we were talking about inclusion earlier too. You guys are very, very inclusive, you were saying earlier, in the neighborhood hub. What does that inclusion look like on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, so the North End is very diverse. We have a huge newcomer population in the neighborhood. So we see a lot of people coming from all different backgrounds, accessing Veith House and our programs and services. But not only that, but the North End has a long-standing history with the African Nova Scotian community and First Nations communities. So it's really important for us that our programs and services are representative of those communities, and that we're not only providing a service, that the service is also culturally relevant to those communities who come through our doors. And not to mention, we also have the largest 2S LGBTQIA plus community here in Halifax within the Maritimes. So a lot of these marginalized and racialized communities are experiencing food insecurity at much higher rates. So we really try to keep that at the core of everything that we do, that not only are our programs accessible, but that they're also meaningful. We do have the ability to do an initial intake with community members, so we can provide them with the most meaningful programs that they need. So we do have a newcomer department. So we have two people who deal specifically with the newcomer community, and both of those employees are newcomers themselves. So they share that lived experience with clients. And so through that program, we can offer socialization opportunities, how to learn better English. So we actually have English classes that we provide here. We can accompany them to Access Nova Scotia to help fill out some forms, to try to alleviate those burdens that people face while they're out in the community. And the main kind of role in that we play is to help alleviate the burdens. So as people get more settled into the community, they'll be better positioned to find a job, to support their families, to find hopefully affordable housing, which is not something that is a luxury for many people. Yeah. And then in addition to the newcomer program, we also have an on-site social worker. And so we can provide that emotional support to those community members who may be struggling. And we can help them to navigate the best suited program for their needs. And if we can't do it, we've also developed a vast network across Halifax of other partner organizations. So as a nonprofit, we can only do so much for so many. So we have developed all those partnerships in the community that are needed so we can help people navigate and try to make it as seamless as possible.
That actually led right into one of the questions I had is which partnerships are key to building that sense of inclusion that you guys are working with? Like, is there one or two specific that you really are really tight with, or is it kind of broad?
It is rather broad because the people who access our programs and services are so diverse, but we work really closely with other immigration and newcomer services. There are other great local resources that we work with, such as the Food Bank and the Mission and Phoenix. The queer people who access our service, we work really closely with Rainbow Refugee and the Youth Project. And so, it's we try to make as many of those links as possible because the community is so diverse that we can't predict what those needs might be. So we try to do our best to make sure that those links are there for those people.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that's amazing. So kind of continue. I mean, you guys, like, you talk and everything we're saying is community, community, community. So like, you are running a community hub, which is definitely no small feat. So Jamie, what's been one of your toughest challenges of recent?
I would say just being able to respond to the growing need. I think, despite our backgrounds or who we are, I think we're all feeling the pinch in one way or another. So as a nonprofit organization with limited resources, we have to take on the responsibility of finding those funding sources and donation opportunities to sustain our programs and services. So, and as we mentioned earlier, donations are down. Other people are feeling the pinch too, and they can't give as much as they used to. So, it's the responding to the need, I think, is our greatest challenge. And so as a community hub, we can't do, too many specific things. We try to do a little bit of everything that we can within those limited resources. Just so people aren't faced with that difficult decision of, can I pay rent this month or can I feed my family? Or I need a new winter jacket. So people stop by our comfort closet for gently used clothing items. So people don't have to decide on, addressing those basic needs or feeding their families. And so that's ultimately where our focus is on the areas that we can have the greatest impact within those limited resources.
Oh, that's awesome. And that kind of brings me to a contrasting question is, what would you say is the greatest triumph in your time there?
I had something similar to that too.
I would say our greatest triumph is that despite all of those realities, Veith House has been part of the community for 51 years now. We just had our 50th anniversary last year. So I think what drives us every day is that the community tells us that we're needed and that the service that we provide is meaningful for them. So yeah, even though, we hit those speed bumps along the way, having those connections with the families and telling us how important we are to them really kind of gives us the fuel that we need to continue on.
Keeps that fire going.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It is.
I already have some ideas that I wrote down of how we can continue to support as Christmas time comes up. It's a time when people really struggle a lot. So, we try to support as much as we can, particularly through this branch. And I know that Veith House will be one that we support again this year. Really excited to have you so close by. And Monica, just a shout out to Monica. I absolutely love her. So,
yes, CUA has been very good to us, not only, as a funding source and a partner in the community, but you also make our banking needs all the more easier as well. So,
well, it's all part of the community, helping each other.
That's right.
I appreciate being part of this mutual appreciation society today. This is wonderful.
It's a great day. Great Thursday start.
Yeah, it's great.
And of course, I want to give a shout out to CUA because they've made it possible for us to reintroduce our seasonal weekly soup day that's going to be starting next week on October 29th. So people can stop by Veith House over lunch hour and throughout the afternoon now that temperatures are starting to go down a bit, that you can access a free bowl of soup on a weekly basis throughout the fall and winter months. And we make the soup right here in our community kitchen. So it's fresh, homemade, right in our own kitchen. So we'll carry that throughout the winter months. So whenever you do listen to this podcast, connect with us at Veith House, and we'll make sure we get you that bowl of soup.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. So I kind of move on to the next kind of area I was looking at as like your kind of the future, what's next for Veith House? Any big goals or any big projects that you guys are excited about for the upcoming year, say?
One thing that I'm particularly excited about is that we're going to do a little refresh beautification project here at Veith House. Because over the past 50 years, a lot of our furniture and technology has been generously donated by members of the community, and it's starting to show how well it's been used over the last 50 years and how much love that it's gotten from the community. So we are going to be doing a little revitalization project and bringing Veith House into the next 50 years. So as people come and visit us over the coming months, they're going to see some improvements that we're making in the property, not only inside but outside as well. So we really want to make some investments into the house, but to the farm and the garden and the grounds, and just make it a more inclusive space for everybody to just come by and not only to access the programs and services they need, but to feel welcome and included as well. So we're really excited about that.
Yeah. So for our listeners who want to help out, how can they get involved? Is it volunteering, donating, partnerships? What can we do to help?
Yeah, so everything is available at on our website at veithhouse.com. But you can also search for us on Unity Values. So we do have a annual holiday fundraising campaign leading into the holiday season. People can donate to us anytime by searching for us over on Canada Helps as well. And always make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram as well. So you don't want to miss out on any of the exciting announcements or new programs that will be rolling out throughout the year.
Oh,
for sure.
Amazing.
And, honestly, folks, just since we're here and I don't mind doing this kind of stuff live, I was yesterday years old when I had learned about Veith House through Eric here. And so I've only had 24 hours to process and unpack all of the stuff that you are up to. And my gosh, my good man, the work that you were doing through this not-for-profit is just, it's nothing shy of incredible. So I just wanted to take a moment and say thank you.
And we've barely touched anything.
I know.
It's just a short little interview. Like I was telling him, sewing classes, English classes,
cooking classes.
I saw there was the queer retro prom night for youth or something.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
So and these are the kinds of things, right? That if there's nobody in the community driving it,
right?
It doesn't occur.
No.
It doesn't occur naturally. So it's so important and so impactful.
And like Jamie was saying, it's not just the North End that needs this. So you were saying you've got people all across HRM coming to you guys to looking for help or looking for services. It's just amazing. So
yeah.
I know. And I actually only scratched the surface of all of the programs and services that we offer. So if you guys are just impressed by what I've said so far, I didn't even mention our youth program or our annual seedling sale that distributes 20,000 seedlings out into the community each spring and summer.
Like you said, we barely scratched the surface. I was going through your website and I was just listing stuff off to these guys about what you guys had, and they're like, "What? What the hell?" We're not going to get through all this. Yeah, we did not going to get through all this today.
I honestly feel like maybe this is the kind of thing that we should do a monthly or bi-monthly check-in on.
I would love
because Jamie, it sounds like you folks, you have so much on offer, and you're moving very fast.
Yeah,
you're moving very, very, very quickly. Yeah. And it's, like you had said, you've got people who are coming from outside of the North End now engaging with service. And so I guess that leads me kind of directly to a question is, as podcasters, as business owners, and as business people, how can we help?
Yeah.
How can we get involved?
I would encourage everyone to, connect with me to see what opportunities we may have on the go, because it doesn't even necessarily need to be financial. We welcome business teams in the springtime to come rake the leaves. We always have little projects on the go. Yeah, where people can just call me and say, "Hey, I want to bring a team of my coworkers down to get the greenhouse ready in the spring." So, it doesn't necessarily need to be financial. The impact that community and businesses can have can really make an impact. And of course, I would never say no to a donation, but yeah, just your time is equally as
huge, yeah.
valuable. So, of course, support our holiday campaign so we can make
Yes.
Christmas a little brighter for our families. We do our annual Happy Holidays campaign throughout November and December. So we have hundreds of families who connect with us just to get on the wait list to receive support services over the holidays. So the donations that we receive throughout November and December actually don't help Veith House. We give 100% of the money right to the families. And so we take that on as that community hub where people can access the support they need. We take the Happy Holidays campaign as an opportunity to just get the money out to the families as quickly and efficiently as we can. So we do that through providing gift cards and care packages for the youth, so they can get the items that they need from the grocery store, or they can pick up some gifts for their children or for their family members, again, just to alleviate the stress and the financial burden that we all experience throughout the holiday season. All the links will be there on the website, or just give us a call right here at Veith House, and Brenna, who works our front desk, she will link you up with the right team members. So don't hesitate to give us a call, or just walk in the front door. You'll always be welcomed. You'll never be turned away, and we'll get you the support that you need.
That's excellent. That's wonderful. And my last question before I hand it over to Eric for his final. Jamie, how do you find time to sleep? Do you sleep?
I rarely do, and that's why I have a ring light shining on me right now to camouflage the bags on
I
my
have
hands.
very big lights because of my last night. That's helping me. I'm sure I got big bags, but
You guys couldn't have shared this before we started? Come on.
Yes, get yourself a ring light, Jackie. It does wonders.
Time, guaranteed.
But yeah, all kidding aside, since, like I mentioned, I've been in the nonprofit sector for 15 years now, and personally, I don't consider it work, because I love the fact that I can just put my head on the pillow at the end of the day, knowing that I made someone's life a little easier that day. So it's really important to me, and not only meaningful to the people who access the service, but it's meaningful for us and for me that we get to play that role, and we get to have an impact on so many people's lives here in the local.
I'm sure it feels so rewarding when you do get to sleep.
Yeah. It definitely feels like I put in my time that day, and I get to enjoy that sleep when I can.
Wonderful. Eric, do you have anything else?
I just have one last question before we kind of wrap things up. We don't want to take up all your time. I know you.
I mean, we could sit here all freaking afternoon.
Oh, I could too, but we have two very, very busy guests today. So I had one thing. So if you had to sum up Veith House in 3 words for 2025, what would they be and why?
Oh, you're going to put me on the spot here, that one.
That's a good question.
I would have to say, I say we're committed to supporting the community as best that we can.
It's 3 words. You had it.
Okay, committed. There we go.
Sorry.
So we are committed to everything, whether that is supporting the community or committed to making sure that people feel welcomed and represented. We're committed to, developing relationships like we have with Jackie and the team there at CUA. We're in this for the long haul, and we're not going to give up until
50 years in now. You got to keep going. So.
51 years.
51 years.
You're sign of giving up yet. No, Jamie, that's really awesome. Thank you both so much for your time today.
Yeah.
I really, really appreciate the conversation and also all of the incredible work, respectively, that you're both doing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and it's amazing. Like Jackie at CUA, another. This was a connection through you. Like I said before, I've never heard of this. So I've never have heard of this if I hadn't met Jackie and the collaboration we're doing with CUA. And it's just amazing. And it's showing there are tons of big hearts in this community. You just got to sometimes search through the weeds to find them. But I think I got 2 on my screen right now that have very, very big hearts for this community. And I just want to thank you all very, very much. And I will absolutely do anything I can. I'm a volunteer addict. I coach soccer. I volunteer at a lot of different places. So I guarantee I might be in your greenhouse someday. Because that's one of my favorite things to do. So I'll wrap it up. So it's Jamie Matthews, Jackie Lockie of CUA. I thank you guys very, very much. This was an absolute pleasure to speak with you guys again. And Jackie, thank you again for introducing us to the Veith House and Jamie. And Jamie, any last words for us today?
I would just like to thank all of you for including us in the discussion today and to give us the opportunity to share just some of the great things that we do in the community. And I guess if I have a final thought, it's just to encourage the community to connect with us in whatever way that they possibly can, because whether it is volunteering your time or being a partner in the community with us or a funding partner or making a donation, all contributions, big or small, directly impact the community. So all of us here, we all live in the community. Veith House services the North End and surrounding areas, and your support will stay right here in the community to help your neighbors, and which I think is the most impactful thing I could pitch to anybody is just reach out to us and see what we can do to just make our neighbors' lives a little bit easier.
No, that's wonderful. Again, thank you very much, Jamie Matthews and Jackie Lockie. I hope to have you guys on again sometime soon. I know we will. Definitely CUA. We'll definitely be chatting more, and we'll help spread the word about Veith House and get some more volunteers, donations, whatever we can get for you guys. We'll help you out. So again, thank you very much, and I know you guys have some busy days ahead of you, so we'll let you go. So again, thank you from the real estate team, Jim, myself, and Colin, my disembodied voice over here. He is going to be on some of the cameras, but again, thank you guys very much. This was a pleasure to talk to you guys both.
Yeah, I really appreciate it.
And now, here's a quick word from us. The real estate team. Your go-to folks for all things home in Halifax. Powered by eXp Realty of Canada.
We love seeing communities thrive, like Veith House in the North End. And we think your home should do the same. Grow equity, grow memories, maybe even grow zucchinis.
So with the help of our friends at COA helping your finances, we make sure your mortgage doesn't wilt, your home doesn't crumble, and your community spirit stays strong. Homes, gardens, and laughs. We got it all. Yeah, we're the real estate team.
Love it.
Eric Holman and Jim Smarden. Reach out today.
It's us. Have fun.
And we're back. So, big thank you to Colin for stepping in for
Thank
Jim.
you, Colin.
Thank you, Colin. And so, Jim, now that you're caught up, what do you think? What do you know what Veith House is now?
I did. Hold on. I got something for everyone. I do. I got something for everyone because it made sense to me. So let's see if it makes sense to you.
Like this, we touched on very, very
Barely anything. Barely anything.
Pieces of what these people do at Veith House.
So here is what I got. Give me a camera. This one here. Perfect. A community hub is a public space that brings several community agencies and neighborhood groups together to offer a range of activities, programs, and services. So if you were like me trying to figure out in this interview what exactly a community hub was, because I could not get past it. I could not hear any of the interview without understanding that. The first time, I listened to it 3 times. It is what it sounds like, but it's like the place to bring all these specific people with these specific programs to the people who need them. Yeah. So you don't have to go here. Right. Like you don't have to wait for appointments here, and there. Like they've got you covered.
Yeah. That was the thing. It's like I said, it was. I've lived here. I can't even count now how long I've been here since the early 90s now. But it's amazing that these little hidden gems are in our city.
Yeah.
And that they're helping not just a small piece of our community. They're touching multiple pieces of their community all around them and making it a full circle thing. Because the amount of eggs they were giving away, remember when they were talking about
the eggs and the vegetables.
And their vegetables from their greenhouse to put on
the meals.
Lessons.
Yeah.
And then giving that food away. And then the soup program that they also do is absolutely amazing, which we are going to get a little clip out of that prior to this.
Awesome.
Release. So,
and how many people have we talked to that we know tie into this in some way or another? Like, I remember I got a hold of you as soon as I heard that part of the interview. I'm like, you remember that time we were talking to Pat Fogarty, who does the urban garden, like urban farms? I'm like, I'm pretty sure I could put what they just said here and put Pat in from then down here, and they will say the exact same thing. Like the need for the food, the amount that like is produced, and it's still not enough. Like, but it's about, they're both about teaching people how to do it themselves. Yeah. It's like, you want to learn? Here, come use our garden. We'll teach you how to do it so you can...
It's been taken away from us over the years is, everybody used to grow their own food.
Mm-hmm.
Now it didn't. During the pandemic, everybody seemed to
got back to it, yeah.
Become gardeners again.
Everyone
which is amazing. Mm-hmm. I myself have always tried to have a garden of some sort, even if it's just pots on my deck versus a full-size garden. But it's amazing. I couldn't believe what they do and what they offer. Yeah, really, I'm blown away. And like we said to them, we're definitely going to be having future conversations with these guys.
Oh, without doubt.
Helping them spread the word about all the wonderful, wonderful things they do for our community.
Sorry, just gave me...
I'm still unpacking.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Like, I'm still, just scratching the surface.
Yeah.
In that half hour from right now.
It's, again, it wasn't long enough to get beyond, like, in all honesty, when you're listening to him talk during the interview, it is everything. He's rushing to get even this much of one thing in. Like, so imagine, like, he's like Mary Poppins pulling out of his bag so much.
I pulled out of that too was his enthusiasm and his excitement about talking about it. He is in this.
No, 100%.
100%.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was amazing to listen to some of his stuff, and I definitely looking forward to continuing working with them and bringing more of their message to our
Yeah,
community.
and like I said, I'm just shocked with how many of the people we've reached out to that actually it ties into it.
It does.
But the fact that we've talked to these people and I've actually called a few and been like, have you heard of Veith House? And they're like, no. Who are they? And I'm just like, how is something that's doing so much like they're invisible?
They are
to so many people, and it's like it's such a good thing, and it would be helpful to so many people if the word was
and that's the thing, like
to their door.
Like they're physically located in the north end of Halifax, but they have people from all
they're helping everywhere
coming to them. So obviously the word's gotten out, but not enough.
Yeah, well, and
obviously not enough.
I don't even I bet they're busy nonstop. Like they're not looking for people to help. They're just tripping over people that need help, but like to help it grow, because obviously like it's a building, a very nice building, a very large building. If that is not a warehouse, it does not have enough space to service what they are offering.
Yeah.
So that's what I took from it, is that they need more. They need more help. They need more money. They need more volunteers. They need like anything in Nova Scotia. The services are out there.
Yeah.
People just need to know about it.
Exactly. Do you know what one of our mod takes should be someday? If narwhals is
And Eyes of the Sea, or perpetrators of Swidley genocide.
This hot take definitely should not have gone to me.
Oh, interesting. Can an answer be yes? Like, well, they gotta eat. Like, an animal's gotta eat, and you got a tooth that's long like a sword. Like, but in all fairness, narwhals are my daughter's favorite animal. So I am definitely going to go. There's a nice narwhal Christmas book about this narwhal that goes around trying to find Christmas presents. So yeah, I'm a Jedi of the sea for the narwhal. I support the narwhal and everything they need to do to survive.
So again, we'll wrap this up, and a big thank you to Jackie Lockie, branch manager of CUA, for introducing us to the Veith House. And a big thank you to Jamie Matthews, the executive director of Veith House, for talking to us and telling us, like I said, we just scratched the surface of what they have to services to provide the community. Yeah. But I hope we can help spread the word a little bit more through this and continue to support them in the future.
Basically, if you like what you heard on this, for all of you listening, is prepare for more.
Yeah.
Because we have no choice but to follow up on this one.
Yeah. So we'll wrap things up today. Again, thank you for listening. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow us on all our social media, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn, Blue Sky. I think I covered it all this time. I got YouTube in there.
You did. So that's the main one as far as I'm concerned, because that's where this video is. Yeah, and if you have anybody that you want to feature, or you yourself or an organization looking to be featured, please reach out to us. Yeah. Like, we would love to have you here.
We're the community game plan, but we're open to everything, and it's really, we want to give exposure to these little hidden gems in our community, and hope that we can actually learn ourselves and help you learn more about them at the same time.
Because even though we are realtors, it's not just real estate. No. It's real talk and real people.
That's right. So again, that's Community Game Plan. I'm Eric.
I'm Jim.
Thank you again for listening or watching.
Yeah.